Okay, Dorothy, do you want to show us your garden this year?
All right. This is our Double Delight Rose, which is magnificent blooming, and I pruned it better this year, so I'm hoping that it looks like it's blooming way better. We have dahlias in this garden too. I can't remember the colors, but they're tall, dinner plate size. And then some irises, which we got from a friend, so we're going to find out what color they are when they bloom.
Yeah, we can't remember.
And they look good. And then on the other side, on this side, our potato garden, it has Russian blue,
Yeah, Amarosa fingerlings,
banana fingerlings.
another red-skinned one that I can't remember, and some Yukon Gold.
Yes, so it's kind of, there's rose, but you just can't identify them yet.
The border is a very lovely combination of alyssum in different colors.
It's heavily scented, so
Yep.
that's nice.
These are our snapdragons. They are a small shrub year after year. They overwinter really well.
Yes, they do. And our geraniums, we've got a couple geraniums. Then we move into our vegetable gardens, which we're starting here now. So, radishes, which we have for supper tonight. Oh yes,
How can we forget the wandering Egyptian onions?
yes, they're magnificent. They've wandered all over the yard, and I've given buckets away. So
And they are from a friend. They wandered here to start with.
if you want some, let me know.
Radishes.
Radishes we've put some carrots in to see how that'll grow. The carrots germinated quite well that way.
Yes, because of our nice, cool, wet spring.
Yes. Then we have spinach, which that's the ever-bearing
Yes.
Father Farmerington spinach. These are bush beans along the edge because they're nice to pick then.
These might be potatoes as well.
Yes, they're everywhere. And then we have rainbow chard, which we should be able to eat in a week or two. And then the lettuce, which we should be picking. And then we have our ever popular cabbage family. We have just been transplanting. I didn't write.
Starting here yet. Okay.
Okay. That is green beans, and these are purple beans. Those were good last year.
Oh, purple beans.
Yes. And continuing on with the cabbage family.
Which we have thinned and put the rest of them in a different bed.
Yes.
These are all cabbage.
Yeah, there's
Well,
some
cabbage and Brussels
some
sprouts, the whole
cabbages,
family.
Brussels sprouts, one row of cauliflower, and a bunch of broccoli. They're the brassicas.
And then here, again with potatoes in it, is our strawberry bed, which actually I was worried they wouldn't germinate, but they look like they did, so I hope it warms up enough so they ripen and grow.
Yeah, there's some nice strawberries in there.
Yeah,
so
they're
far,
doing really well.
they're very tall.
And then we have
Beets.
one of our beet beds, beets. This is little basil that I see is finally growing. It seems slow. Dill, because we make a lot of pickles and eat potatoes. And then another batch of carrots coming. They germinate really slow.
Oh, look, more potatoes. We have
And
potatoes.
some more wandering onions that came over here. I can send anyone seed.
Yeah, they're really cool. They flop over, and then these are the new onions. You can't stop them.
Then these potatoes. And then here I have pole beans that we've got growing up the fence. There's two kinds. They'll be coming up pretty quick. And then here is my poor sad cucumbers. Something's eating them. So I've got a bunch in the greenhouse. I'll move here. Then is ornamental corn, broom corn.
It's pink.
So
It's pretty.
I'm quite excited about that. This is our future more cucumber bed and tomatoes. Then we have snap-dried or sweet peas on the back. And then we've started our squash. And they're looking very good. So that's good.
Under the grapes.
Yes.
Which
Okay.
we will keep the squirrel from eating this year.
Here are the grapes, which I have to tie up again, but they're starting to bloom. They're going to be blooming any time now. Little blooms coming, which is very nice. They're just looking good. Lots of little buds.
Baby grapes.
Yeah, they seem like they're pretty good this year. Maybe they like it wet. So then we're moving down the way because this is all going to be squash in here. There's squash coming up all
Come
over.
out on the lawn.
Yeah. Yeah, little squash.
Yep. And here's the blueberry row. We have 4 blueberry plants. One of them survived last year's horrible first summer in the yard, and the other 3 are new to us this year. We've got a little grove. They'll get bigger and bigger. This is our mason bee house.
Yeah.
Another friend made that for us. They've all hatched. I checked.
Okay, good.
Yep. Potatoes. A kind of mint that
Yep.
has a potato in it.
And it's contained.
It's contained. Dorothy Fence Sticks is going nuts. And then we're into
The raspberries, and they're just starting to bloom. So I sure hope the bees come. They're looking good. Lots. This is twice a year we get a picking from these. One from the old canes, and then another one from the new canes this year. Later this year. So yeah.
the chickens would like this avian flu business to stop so they can go hang out in there again.
Here's the rest of the cabbage family. They've all been transplanted and should do well. And then I have a few salad onions in here that are not up yet. And here I have more beets, carrots, and carrots. We have a root cellar, so everything keeps really well here for us. Darby?
Oh, these are my triangular gardens. These little guys are Nicotiana, which are very good at self-seeding. I also save seed by color, but everything just seeded itself. I've got some lavender, calendula, and some other random stuff that I've been transplanting into here. Calendula is a Scotch marigold. They get very tall, and I'm gonna try harvest the petals to make dog ear oil because I'm very fancy that way. Okay, Dorothy.
Okay, this is our centerpiece bed. We have 4 roses in there. They're new this year, but they look very good. We've got geraniums in here, a few marigolds just for a different color, and then lots of giant pansies, which are doing really well.
And we selected the 4 different varieties of roses for their heavy scent.
Yes, I love scented roses.
Triangles are the same. Oh, good, a bee.
Yeah, they're doing
This
good.
is where the bulk of my garlic is, along with some onions. And down the middle, I planted the first crop of French breakfast radishes with some carrots in between.
They're doing really well.
We had them under crop cover because we were trying that this year, but then they just never got wet enough. So free range.
And then here's our peas. Bob built these pea climbers, and they're doing really well. They're starting to use Bob's mesh, so they're going to do really well. We should have a good batch of peas. All right, this is the other side of the rose. I have pinks in here because I remember those from Mom, and they smell so nice. And then we have asparagus, which is still coming to its full potential. Seems kind of slow. The peonies, that's a white peony with red heart, and that's a yellow tree peony, which is doing extremely well. And the new babies coming up actually are pink, so it must have been grafted or something. And then we have lots of lilies, which are spreading. But this is sort of a free garden, so we're quite happy with that.
And they were Easter lilies in pots on tables before.
Some of them were, yes.
Some of them were.
And then there's a new red peony that probably won't bloom maybe a little bit this year, but not too much. These are all echinacea in here, which I love. They're beautiful. And then there's the potatoes again. And then this is a random plant that blooms. It blooms purple, and it blooms all summer and into fall. And I don't even know what it is, but it's
stunning, and the bees love it.
Yeah, and
It fell over a bit in the rain.
yeah,
last week.
and then this is I forgot.
Hollyhock.
Yeah, hollyhock. No,
No?
I can't remember. I'll think what it is. Okay,
Blue, no.
delphinium. That's what it
Delphinium,
is.
yes.
Yeah, more lilies at the back. Japanese maple. more of the purple plant, more lilies. These I think are orange. And then I have a few begonias. This one I wintered. It didn't like wintering, but it seems to be coming into its own.
That's
And-
parsley,
Yes.
volunteer parsley.
And another rose and more lilies.
More potatoes.
And then there's your shade garden.
Yes. More parsley. Okay, this is the chicken barn adjacent shade garden. You are looking at a columbine with a rescued boxwood behind it. And there are lots of, I put this in last year, the year before, lots of hostas. And you might notice that the bleeding hearts here do extremely well. I've had to thin them. And this is a white bleeding heart. I've got some, they're called pig squeak is the colloquial name. And lots of coral bells. They come in different colors. So this is one too, this green one. And here we have some on reserve along with my hydrangea. And there's another hydrangea and a different cousin of a hydrangea. So they're getting very big now. And hellebores, that purple there. So I'm gonna have to keep moving stuff around and control some of the exuberant plants. Something japonica, also exuberant. I have to show the chickens. That's the dogwood. Piper and her chickens. That's her Buffy. Hi, girls. Yeah.
Well, if it ever got nice out,
Oh,
it would be a jungle.
yeah.
I'm gonna leave this dirty one in here.
Yeah.
Is it beautiful?
They are. Oh yeah, if it ever got nice. Warm, just a bit warmer.